Shares plans and highlights security. A Gibraltar Defence Police officer pleads not guilty to a fray at the Magistrates' Court. The Environmental Safety Group says not enough is being done about the silt on the east side. And Bishop Fitzgerald students find a novel way to raise money for the GBC Open Day. Very good evening. The government has released images of the medium to long-term plans for the frontier area. As works towards the demolition of the frontier fence begin, it has highlighted the security measures in place. This afternoon, the Chief Minister met with La Línea Mayor Juan Franco.
There's almost 2 weeks for the target date for implementation, and the frontier is seeing a radical change. Some have expressed concerns on security, and the building of the La Línea Fair has perhaps added to these. Many have been asking what will happen after the 15th and what the changes will look like. GBC and Chronicle editors were today shown round the area.
So as you can see, the chain link has come down here. We've replaced that with this Harris fencing, type 2 fencing. There used to be barbed wire here as well, which we put very recently in the time of Margallo when he was making issues about breakages in the fence. That's coming down. For now, there is still a fence. Customs and the RGP are fully aware of that. We have security guards in the area also. This will all disappear on the 15th, but on this side, we have type 4 fencing. That is the best fencing available. It's the fencing that surrounds MOD installations around the world. So people might be able in future and even now to come into Gibraltar, but they will face the category 4 fencing, which goes all the way with gates that close at different times because we've got the commercial operations of customs, commercial operations of a vehicle importer here, all the way up to the airport. So in effect, from the airport down to Eastern Beach and into the sea, there is now better protection, better fencing than there was before to protect the runway, the fuel farm, where we have the Jet A1, and the tunnel, and then the customs installation.
Chief Minister, the other thing that are noticeable are the cameras.
And there's, yes, of course, cameras everywhere. Better lighting, facial recognition cameras, and CCTV. So the CCTV gives us a permanent picture. The facial recognition cameras are looking out for faces which might be on wanted lists on Interpol, which the RGP may have also added. And of course, additionally, you're going to have a full picture of the whole area with ANPR cameras as well. So wherever we have a road, you've got cameras that recognize number plates of vehicles that might be on international police systems, because those vehicles might be known to belong to people who we might not wish to see in Gibraltar.
The area by the loop is the only place that won't be fenced off, so other security measures will be in place.
Indeed, this is the area that will be completely open on the 15th. You will see, however, that the road layout will continue to be the same, making it very difficult for pedestrians to access through here. There will be a huge customs and police presence here. You'll see that a number of police officers are being recruited, additional police officers, to be only north of the runway, policing in effect this area to make sure that people coming across here are people that we would like to see in Gibraltar. There will be the live facial recognition cameras, the CCTV blanket, customs presence as well, and BCA presence as well. Each of them with those 4x4 vehicles, four 4x4 vehicles, which will fill this area for security purposes to ensure that there's always good security for Gibraltar here.
Images released today give an idea of what the frontier will look like post-ratification. Fabian Picardo has been meeting with the Mayor of La Línea regularly for joint preparations. The Chief Minister told GBC the opportunities the area offers need to be maximised for the benefit of people on both sides.
You'll see that there'll be a completely new area where Customs House is today, which will be in effect the area where pedestrians should want to come into Gibraltar. We are proposing a new tourist office, which will be near where the frontier was, so that people coming into Gibraltar in a vehicle or walking into Gibraltar will have access to a tourist office facility. We're also proposing in this area. We're talking to the La Linea municipality, and of course they'll have to talk to the Spanish national authorities. Where you used to have the Guardia Civil, you would have a large canopy once again. The canopy would straddle both Gibraltar and Spain. It would be the place where Gibraltar taxis would be able to bring their fares to interline with Spanish taxis, where Spanish municipal buses would be able to come and leave their fares on the Spanish side, so that Gibraltar municipal buses and private buses would be able to pick up, and then in winter, passengers would not be in the rain. In the summer, they would not be in this blazing heat.
A beautification programme is planned with greenery and red phone boxes.
There will be our identity in our flags and our demonstration of who we are, none of which is changing. People will see they are entering the British area of Gibraltar because they are entering the British area of Gibraltar.
Entering and exit, where will that be?
So at the moment, before ratification, and whilst we do the works of joining up the municipal services and national services of Spain and La Linea with the national services of Gibraltar, something on which I'm going to be meeting with Juan Franco in early August to deal with all of that detail. And once there is ratification, then you'll see a different, more, I might say so, more direct layout for vehicles, more direct layout for pedestrians, so that pedestrians and vehicles are deconflicted both on the Gibraltar side and on the Spanish side, which will give more of that traffic agility, and all of that is what we're going to work on.
Chief Minister, the treaty allows for the closure of the Schengen area in case of extraordinary circumstances. Is that proving a bit of a challenge, having to do all these works with that in mind?
Not for Gibraltar, because in the end, remember, the area that we will have to reclose will be this area, because we can close the eastern area as we will every night because of the customs facilities and the commercial works there. The western area is completely closed because, in effect, you've got an MOD facility here. So what we have to close again, if we ever have to close again, will be from the customs building that we used to have to the end of where the airport will be. It's these 178 meters that we may have to close down. That's not difficult to do. It can be done very quickly.
And if you look closely in the tunnel, you'll spot an innovation.
Very soon, although it hasn't all arrived yet, is 200 meters of screen of the sort that you see at Piccadilly Circus, both on entry and exits to Gibraltar, where Gibraltarian businesses will be able to advertise their wares, and where the government of Gibraltar will be able to welcome you to Gibraltar if you're in a vehicle, and people will very much see where they are.
The Chief Minister said they'd soon be able to announce the relevant dates in mid-July, with political diaries now almost aligned.
Well, in other news, a Gibraltar Defence Police officer has appeared before the Magistrates' Court on summons charged with a fray. 40-year-old Robbie Blakemore pleaded not guilty to the single count, which relates to an incident alleged to have taken place on Maundy Thursday. Jurisdiction was accepted by both the magistrate and the defendant. Mr. Blakemore was granted bail in the sum of £300 on his own recognizance, with the case adjourned until the 10th of August. The RGP issued a press release this week after one of its own officers was arrested on suspicion of assault. No press release was issued when Mr. Blakemore, a Gibraltar Defence Police officer, was arrested in connection with this matter. In answer to GBC questions, the RGP have said the press release was not issued at the time purely due to an internal oversight, leading to the matter not being referred internally to RGP media. The Environmental Safety Group says not enough is being done over the silt discharge due to the works on the East Side project. Beach Wednesdays have got underway this afternoon. Gibraltar Today will be hosted from a different swimming spot around the Rock every week this summer, starting off with a visit to Eastern Beach today. Kellyanne Borge heard from some regulars as well as newcomers about their thoughts on the beach. She also spoke with the ESG's Janet Howitt.
What happened, I think, last week was a combination of conditions where works had been going on and then the seas became very lively and suddenly you had this explosion of plume along the whole coastline. No? And obviously that is a concern. That's not what the EIA said would happen, and we are driven very much by the EIA in limiting the impacts that such works would have on very important summer amenities. That's our position. You know, were the situation to worsen, you would need to give some consideration about having to postpone the works. I don't see any other way. The EIA was hundreds of pages for this big project. You can imagine the scale of it. So at the time it was released as a dynamic document, and as things developed and different parts of the works were done, the impacts and the conditions would be reviewed going forward. What I think we're seeing now is impacts, and so therefore the review should be done, I think, at an official basis. I know that the Department of Environment Agency, they're on top of it as best they can. They are monitoring, they are taking samples and whatnot, but the people who sort of presented this project as something that could happen under the certain parameters are the ones who have to come back to the table. It is a private project. They did hire their own consultants to do the EIA, and I think they have to answer to the methodologies that are being used and to ensure that both can run in parallel. If they can do the works and not affect the beaches, fantastico. But if they can't, then something's got to give, and I would hope the authorities would land on the side of the beachgoers, because they have nowhere else to go.
So Eastern Beach, you've been coming for around 50 years.
Yeah, I would say so.
Tell me a little bit about the changes you've seen over that time.
Crikey, well, that's the biggest change.
in terms of the Centenary Terraces.
Yeah. I mean, doesn't interfere with me, but that was like our playground when we were kids. You know, we used to jump over there onto the rocks and do a bit of fishing, you know, get mussels and what me, John, you know, we used to put them in a tin, just boil them, eat them there. You know, nobody ever died, so it wasn't too bad.
Most of the time, nice people here. My friends are here. We play in the park down there. And I have a friend named Thibaut. I go with him. And winter, I normally go with him like around for here.
So it's not just summer that you come, no? It's throughout the year?
Yeah. But what I don't like is about the sand. It's like when you accidentally kick sand, it's like all dirty, rusty, dirty from the construction of the houses also.
The influx of people we've had has been quite dramatic. In fact, this past 2 years with Hassan's going up, it's what I was talking about before. Unless you're a diehard Caleta or Rocha goer, it's much easier for young couples to come down with the kids and go to Eastern. Sunday in particular, it was chock-a-block from one end of the beach to the other. So that's the amount of people will have new people coming to the beach now.
So I've always been a Caleta girl, as you know, from a young age, and unfortunately I've tried bringing my family over to Eastern Beach because it's more convenient for me, obviously, but they're loyal to Caleta. So weekdays I'll be here at Eastern Beach just because it's right at my doorstep. I've got my beach chair, my umbrellas in the storeroom, so it's just really convenient. And then the weekends I'll spend those at Caleta.
Now, of course, during bathing season, dogs aren't allowed at the beach. So as a dog owner, how do you feel about those restrictions?
I kind of understand them because it's only since I've got my dog now and I'm a dog owner that I realize the mess that some dog owners leave on the floor, unfortunately. It's like the constant debates on the Hassan's Facebook group, you know, people finding pee and poo on the floor, which is unfortunate because some dog owners do give others a bad name.
I like the water and going on walks with my friends.
Yeah. Have you always come to Eastern Beach with your family?
Yes, but when I was a bit younger, I went to Western, but we started coming here.
Okay, and you prefer it here?
Yeah.
Yeah? And what's your favourite thing to do when you're here with your friends, apart from taking walks and going swimming?
Probably maybe going to the shop and getting some frozen sun tops.
I think a lot of people will agree with you on that one. Ice creams and frozen sun tops, no? What's your go-to order?
I normally get a tropical frozen sun top or a cola one.
Qué bueno. Well, as soon as we finish this interview, you can go and get one.
The health authority is currently unable to provide childhood vaccination uptake rates because it does not have a dedicated childhood information system. In response to GBC questions, it says the development of such a system is being explored by the GHA's Digital Transformation Committee. According to the government, introducing the system would involve developing a complex IT platform as well as specialist IT and public public health input to ensure it is appropriately designed and implemented.
The government says Gibraltar has not seen any recent clusters or outbreaks of vaccine-preventable diseases, such as measles, although it noted this does not include seasonal influenza. In answer to GBC questions on vaccine hesitancy, it says feedback from parents is gathered through health visitors and midwifery services and reviewed by the quarterly immunisation committee. The government also says it could not comment on whether a maternal RSV vaccination programme will be introduced until the health minister's budget speech. Meanwhile, it says the possible addition of the chickenpox vaccine to Gibraltar's routine childhood immunisation schedule was considered as part of preparations for the current financial year's estimates. The GHA has previously said it expects to introduce the MMRV vaccine next year. This vaccine against chickenpox was introduced in the UK in January.
We're watching GBC News. Still to come, weird reading. Bishop Fitzgerald School raises money for GBC Open Day in a novel way. And with 10 macaque sculptures almost ready to go up around Gibraltar, we catch up with the artists from Possibilities. We'll be back in a few minutes.
The moments that matter don't wait for Wi-Fi. From sharing big news instantly to streaming your favourite shows on the go, your connection should always be there. That's why we've made our pay monthly plans bigger, giving you more data at the same price, so nothing gets in the way of staying close to what matters most. Visit gibtele.com or call 200 52200 to sign up.
Welcome to SEPSA Gibraltar, your one-stop station for every journey. Refuel fast, recharge your EV and drive cleaner with our AdBlue service. Step inside Carrefour Express for fresh food, drinks and daily essentials. From road trips to quick stops, we've got everything you need, all in one place. SEPSA Gibraltar, powering your drive every day.
Our world runs on momentum. From the first light over the rock to the plans we make for the days ahead, each moment carries us forward. For 150 years, Capurro Insurance has moved with that energy. Rooted in Gibraltar, reaching the wider world, built on the past, and looking to the future, wherever momentum takes you next. Capurro Insurance will be by your side, every step of the way.
There's been an issue processing your hotel deposit for your upcoming trip.
Take a moment, because what matters most is worth protecting.
Opposition, your questions. Keith Asabarathi will be in the studio answering your questions this Thursday just after 1 o'clock. Email questions@gbc.gi or WhatsApp 200 66 200. Opposition, your questions, this Thursday as from 1 on Radio Gibraltar and GBC Television.
Welcome back. The government has relaunched the Washington Programme for Young Gibraltarians. Redesigned as the Washington, D.C. Shadow Programme, it will fund up to 15 students and young professionals for 8 weeks in the U.S. Capitol. The programme will run from the 28th of September to the 20th of November this year. Applications are open until the 20th of July. Candidates have to fulfill certain residency and educational requirements and provide relevant documentation in order to be considered. Now, there are many ways the community helps to raise money for charity, some creative, some fun, and some weird. Students from Bishop Fitzgerald Upper Primary School have been fundraising for the GBC Open Day by taking part in a weird reading competition.
Inside a car boot, sitting on an ironing board, and even in the middle of a boxing ring are just some of the places students from Bishop Fitzgerald Upper Primary School have been reading as part of their weird reading competition. The initiative is not only encouraging children to read, but also has raised funds for GBC Open Day. CEO Paula Latin was presented with a cheque for £103 during an assembly. But what exactly makes the reading weird?
Weird reading is basically a way to encourage kids that you can read anywhere and that you can read in really creative ways. And it was actually inspired by the fact that you do see kids reading everywhere and anywhere. So they're to read in a weird place or position, or something about the way they're reading has to be weird. And they absolutely love it.
This year, the competition was judged by the mayor and is one that students look forward to every year.
I believe this year the judge went for things which we hadn't seen before. He was saying oh, I've never seen that before. Oh, that's something I would consider doing when I was a child. And it's the fact that it's so unique every single year that really lends itself to its retellability, its repeatability.
I lie down with a bunch of books around me.
And did you lie down somewhere comfortable?
I lie down on my mum's carpet.
Oh, sounds good. And what did you read?
Diary of a Wimpy Kids.
And how would you rate that book out of 10?
9. And I was sitting on the rocks in Galeta with a fishing rod at the end. Instead of fish, it was a book facing to me. And I was reading it like that. And I was reading Harry Potter. And because I really, really read that book a lot.
And what do you rate that book out of 10?
A 9.5.
Judging by the creativity shown this year, who knows what the students will come up with next.
The 10 macaque sculptures for Jump Around Jib are almost ready and due to take up their positions around the rock this month. Our reporter Claire Hernandez caught up with the artists from Possibilities as they were putting the final touches on their macaque. She asked them how the painting project had gone.
It's been really fun, yes. It's really fun. I paint really well. It's getting really, really good. So, yes.
You've been doing it for quite a few weeks, haven't you? We've been coming, doing different colours, and it's been really fun to do, to be fair, see the progress and see from where it started to where it's finishing, to be honest. It's really nice project, to be honest, yeah.
Did you all collaborate to decide what colours and what pattern it was going to be?
I think it was maybe a group thing between them. I think mainly it was a Growing Artists programme, but I think they shared the idea with us, and we've basically all come different people to contribute to it, to be fair.
Have you seen the progress? Have you seen it coming together and you think, this is what I wanted it to look like?
Yes, it's really nice. The colors are beautiful, just like the rainbow.
How do you think you'll feel when you see it, when it's finished in the piazza?
Feels really happy. Yeah.
I think it'll be really good to see it in the piazza and its finished mode. No, I think it's to see it in that way. It's going to be quite special, to be honest. Yeah, see what other people think about it and see genuine reactions to it. I think it'll be amazing.
Can you tell me about the other people from Possibilities who have taken part as well with both of you?
Of course, yeah. So there's another gentleman that is with me a lot of the time. That's called Ruben, who came the first week to help, and he did a couple of the colours. Andy's been here the majority of the weeks. He's done 3. We have another lady called Jade who comes to help as well. We have a lady called Charlotte who's in charge of events for Possibilities. She's come to help as well. I think we even had a visit from Miss Gibraltar, well, one of them. I don't know exactly. I know she's involved with Miss Gibraltar. And her name is Levi, and she came to help us and took pictures with us and really enjoyed the time talking with her as well. So it's been a lot of fun.
And a lot of people getting together always makes the job easier, or does it make the job a little bit harder?
I think if you work together well, I think in the majority of the time it's easier. I think it's been easier. I've enjoyed having more people. I think for me, if I were working alone on this, I think I'd find it more stressful. I think the fact I've had more people involved has been fun. What do you think, Andy? Do you think you enjoyed having more people involved with it?
Yes, yes, it is. Yeah.
They look great. Can't wait to see them around the rock. And that's all from the GBC News team for now. Don't forget, you can always catch up on our website and social media pages. Have a very good evening.
Losing weight without trying? Loss of appetite? Extreme tiredness? Feeling sick all the time? A new type of pain in your bones or tummy, or an unusual swelling of your tummy, unexplained bruising. If any of these common symptoms resonate with you but last longer than a month, then now's the time to ask your GP for advice. Listen to your body. Don't ignore the vague signs.
Good evening. The Levante will continue to blow for the next few days, but there'll be plenty of sunshine for us as we head through the rest of this week and during the weekend as well. High pressure is building to the northwest of Portugal, also bringing some fine conditions across southern parts of the UK. Quite a deep area of low, bringing wet and windy weather across Scotland and Northern Ireland overnight. Across mainland Europe, the heat is being pushed away. This band of heavy thundery showers extending from Poland down towards northern parts of Italy. Much of the Mediterranean, though, dry, fine and sunny. We'll have generally clear skies across southern parts of Spain and Portugal as we go through the night, and plenty of sunshine tomorrow. For us, we'll continue with that easterly. The Levante will continue to blow, and that might just generate a little bit of low cloud first thing on Thursday. But once that clears, we'll see plenty of sunshine and temperatures really rising over parts of southern Spain, over 40 degrees Celsius in places. We'll be closer to 27, 28. As I said, could start off with a little bit of low cloud in the morning, but that should generally burn off by mid to late morning. Sunny spells through the afternoon. Friday's similar. The Levante breeze in evidence. Temperatures again up to maybe 28 Celsius with plenty of sunshine. We'll keep the sunny skies through the course of the weekend. We'll keep the easterly breeze. That'll tend to ease, I think, as we head into early part of next week, by which time temperatures could be pushing up to 30 Celsius. Good evening.
At Claudia's Clinic, we want to say a heartfelt thank you to all our clients. Thank you for your trust, your loyalty, and for sharing this wonderful journey with us. Your support means the world to us. Bringing exceptional quality, great value food and clothing to Gibraltar for over 55 years. At Marble Arc, fashion is more than style. It's community, it's you. Thank you for making us finalists for Best Retailer at the Gibraltar Awards. Your support means everything. Dedicated to bringing joy, imagination and play to children of all ages. Monique's at Queensway Quay is the perfect place to relax and enjoy great food. A relaxed and refined experience with exceptionally prepared food made from fresh produce on the day for your dining pleasure. Thank you for choosing us, supporting us, and allowing us to be part of your healthcare journey. Trafalgar Pharmacy, getting the best from your medicine. Raja's Curry House, serving fresh ingredients, traditional recipes, and warm hospitality for every customer. Thank you for supporting local. For the best toys, games and Lego in Gibraltar, there's only one place to go. Toy Corner, Gibraltar's favourite toy store. The start of something beautiful. One wall, one unforgettable experience. Make your event bloom.